Yo, welcome to the channel. All right, so we're out here. Got a day of fishing before Christmas, so I don't know when you guys will see this, but hopefully sooner rather than later. Anyway, hitting a new spot on the river. Always down to explore, as you may or may not know. Got a little hike down to the river. Beautiful day, beautiful scenery as well. Check it out. Yeah, digging it. All right, so rolling with the Euro Nymph setup, obviously. Shadow X, 10.5-foot 3-weight. Stairs are frosty, don't need shit. And I actually got my 10-foot 6-weight Stillwater. As you may have seen on my Instagram, and if you're not following me, check that out on Instagram, NMaktima Fly Fishing. Been playing around and tying some feather game changer type patterns, and been having fun with it. So I brought them. Want to throw them, just want to see how they swim and how well I did in tying them. So I've got to test the product as it may be. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll kind of break down the rig. Who knows when I'll start streamer fishing. I'm gonna start with the Euro Nymph setup first and then progress from there. So we'll get down to the water, break down my setup. Come along, should be a fun one. Pretty excited. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, like I said, I got my 10.5-foot 3-weight Shadow X, running my leader with 10 feet of 12-pound Maxima, and on this one I have about 4 feet of two-tone cider, although I really do prefer 3, and then a couple feet of the black and white Rio two-tone cider. So get this strung up and go over my tippet setup or configuration. So the water is off color. Apparently the lake above has turned over. This is a tailwater. This is the San Juan River. So obviously we got color in the water. I don't see a whole lot of junk right now, but you know that will influence what we'll be fishing today. With that reduced visibility, even though this fishery is by all means known as a midge fishery, when water gets off color like this and the fish can't see very well, visibility or lack of visibility is a benefit to us in the fact that we can run bigger flies. So bigger flies, bigger tippet. I will start with 5X though, just as a start. If I can find the end of the 5X, if I have any 5X, there it is. All right, and so not quite sure what the depth is here, so I'm gonna run about 3 feet from my tippet ring to my my dropper, and tippet ring, just gonna run a improved clinch. Oh. 4 or 5 turns. Cinch it down, trim my tag. So we've got about 3 feet of tippet material here. I'm going to draw back about 6-8 inches and then add my section, my point fly section, keeping my flies about 20-24 inches apart. Again, just reduces foul hooking if the fish comes is unbuttoned off the dropper if they eat the dropper. Find that length again, and triple surgeons. it down close to my tag so I don't have too much loss in material. Tighten it. Cut. Okay, so getting with visibility the way it is, I'm gonna go kind of junky. I'm gonna run an egg pattern on my dropper, and I'll run a worm on my point. So good old ham and eggs. So go to my point fly and run a worm here. There's my worm pattern, and we'll see how we do. So that's that. Davy knot to my flies. Okay, let's give it a shot, give it a whirl. So right here we have a nice break in the current, and there's some big rocks, a little weir that has been built out, creating a nice break and some slack water in here. The main current out in the middle basically. So we'll just work these edges and progress our way upstream, and then I may work my way back down with the streamer setup, just to cover back through and see if I'm what I missed. All right, well, first cast, get after it. All right, so kind of filling this out. I don't know how deep this water is through here. Ah, oh, that was a hit. Come on, Norm. Just a stall, and that was it. I didn't set. I'm going to be a little more vigilant in my sets. But I was mentioning, I don't know how deep this water is, but I feel like with that, it's basically a 5-foot tippet section from my tippet ring to my point fly is deep enough. And visibility today, you're looking at about 10-12 inches. So it is pretty off color. Well, maybe more than that. 12-15 inches. Yeah, normally this water is clear, being that it's tailwater, but so what they refer to is, you know, the lake turning over, the surface or the upper half of the water column of that lake gets cold in the wintertime, and because of the properties of water, the cold water above gets dense, and so it starts to fall, and the lower portion of the lake, or the lower column, gets displaced by the upper column, and so it's a big stirring of the lake, and so that kicks up a lot of the, you know, particulate or finer silt, that sort of thing, and so that contributes into the outflow, which is what we're seeing today as far as visibility being less. All right, I'm gonna move that egg down and maybe put something else on top. Okay, so move the egg to the point fly, put a little May I See You, it's size 18 egg on the point, and yeah, we'll go with that. Took the worm off, maybe switch back and forth between some of these, but we'll just run this for now. The egg is a 14 hook with a 4mm bead, so it is heavy, it has weight. All right, we'll run a few more and I'll get that streamer rod rigged. So even though this is a tailwater, we're pretty far down from the dam, and so ultimately when I got here, temperature was about 36 degrees. Probably got colder than that just overnight. So you know, this water probably is colder right now than what it would be further up closer to the dam. However, you know, like I said, the lake turning over, that drops the temperature overall also, because you're having that colder water in the upper level of the lake mix with the lower, so you don't have that nice thermocline that you typically would see. So, you know, perhaps fishing will be a little slow to start, and as it warms, maybe it'll get these fish a little more active again. So, all right, let's switch to streamers, play around with that for a bit. All right, so switched up, got the streamer rod out. It's a 10-foot 6-weight. I do have a sink tip. This has a 15-foot tip on it. I think this is a streamer tip is what they call this guy. Type 6 sink head. Got a white zonker style leech on the top. And then I got my feather changer down here. Kind of nice cool variation with a lateral line on it. I don't know if you all can see that. But tied on a non-slip loop to give a little bit of motion in the water. Let's see how it swims. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera here, but yeah, always running kind of a double. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I'll try to get one with oh dude, that looks awesome. Okay, let's get after it. So I'm a big fan of across or quartering downstream, and if you watched any of my streamer videos, you'll notice, or you'll see that I do what I call the seesaw method, where I pull the line and then let it slide back out without letting go of the fly line, just as such, and that'll kind of hold the fly in the fish's face a little bit longer. Get out here a little more. That sink tip just to help get the flies down. That zonker style does have a bead in it, tungsten bead, but the feather changer does not have any weight tied into it. More line, get a little further out on my cast. And then as my flies swing into the slow stuff, then I'll resort to pulling and retrieving the flies back like you normally would. Erratic strips. Jiggling it all the way close to me. Seeing if anybody's home. Once I finish my retrieve, I'll move down a couple steps. Streamer fishing is usually pretty aggressive, pretty quick moving. Usually stay in a spot and hammer it with multiple casts. It's covering water, looking for the aggressive fish in the area. A little longer cast. Bottom. Oh shit! I think that might have been a rock. And that's bottom. Switch back to the Euro rig. Oh, finally got one. I wasn't recording and kind of wasn't even paying attention. But hey, it's a fish. Eat the egg. Little bow. Thanks, bud. Get down and go out in the middle and then work upstream. Here. There's a good one. Yeah. That one held on to that one. All it did was just stop, pause, didn't jump or move, and then I finally set. Oh yeah. Pretty rainbow. Pretty rainbow. Hook popped right out. Yes, sir. Dig that. There's another one. Not as big, but it's another fish. Gotcha. Cool. There she went. There's one. That's a good one. Oh shit, he broke me off. What the hell? Damn, that was a nice fish. We hammered it and then took my egg. That sucks. Man. There's one. Man, right out of the shallow stuff. Another egg eater. Nice. Yeah. Cool. Let's do it again. Another one. Oh, came on button. Ooh, soft fish rise over there. Nice. Oh shit. This fish is pissed. It's pissed. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Alright, change my streamers up. Oh. Someone tapped it. Got the chongo on the dropper, which is a black bunny strip tail with a hackled kind of a woolly bugger body. And then I have the ribbon shirt on the bottom and bunny strip, zonker style, olive and gold. It's been one of my favorites. Well, both of these I've turned fish. Shit, missed them. There's one. All right. Yeah. Hammer that one. I just struggle in, but to manage some of this mess here. Brownie. Cool, nice brown. Yeah. Thanks, fish. Sweet. We got a fish up here rising like crazy. Just no regard. This will be the one shot. Alright, I had re-rigged with the Euro stuff, but I'm not gonna chop down the dropper. I'm just gonna run straight up, cut my nips off, and just tie my midge to the point, and just try to get it to turn over. Getting after it. Right over him. Wind got me. Did I just miss him? Because I lifted and he was kind of there, and now he's not coming back up. Yeah, I totally missed him. He ate and I didn't see it. I thought my cast ended short. Okay, get ready. Got him. Hell yeah. Woo. That was an easy net job too. Nice. Dude, that was fun. Throw up where he is. Yep. Off we go. Dope. All right. Got a fish on the nymphs, got a fish on a streamer, and just got one on a dry. Oh man, that was an awesome day. So yeah, just gonna wrap it up. Had a good good session. Ran multiple rigs. The Euro nymph set up with the egg shine through. Didn't really get anything on anything else. Got turned a couple fish on a streamer. Played around with a little feather changer, which was cool. Got one to swipe at it. I hooked it for a moment, but you know, came unbuttoned, and then switched up to a ribbon shirt and olive and gold, and got one nice brown on that. And tagged a couple fish on the dry, landed one of them. That was a lot of fun. Definitely can't pass up a dry fly eat, so enjoyed that. Yeah, kind of explored some areas that I had fished through, but through the boat, and so, you know, got to explore that a little bit more, walk and wade, and, you know, all in efforts. Again, I am guiding with About Trout, James Garrettson. If you don't follow his channel, YouTube channel, About Trout, check it out as well.
So yeah, you know, always trying to learn new methods, new approaches, work different techniques. And so that's kind of what today was. And I enjoyed it. So yeah, um, don't forget to hit up the shop, the website. Get your NMaktima fly fishing gear, rocking this hoodie right here, and yeah, stop by, pick up a sticker or two, a couple shirts, t-shirts, hooded sun shirts, and maybe a fly box loaded with flies. All right, I'll take care. Thanks to my Patreon subscribers as well. Couldn't do this without y'all, as well as to those that subscribe on YouTube. Please subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell notification. Hopefully I'll bring more videos your way soon. All right, well, take care. See you next time out in the water. Peace.